unfortunately, this is not Atari Games at Denny's, which is one of the best segments we ever had on the CU podcast.
One of the greatest things that's ever happened in the past couple of years.
And probably of all of humanity.
Asteroids!
When you think about it. I mean, kumbaya after that. So a press release came out. We don't usually report on press releases, but this is interesting because the Atari Vault's going to come out in Steam, and it's going to be not just one of these cash-ins that you saw in like PS2 or whatever, where it's like, oh, you get like 15 games and television games or whatever, the Activision pack with 12 games in it. 100 Atari games.
You really have to dig deep in a well
to get to 100 games. I'm assuming they're all 2,600, maybe 5,200 thrown in, or 7,800. But even then, you're digging the barrel. You're digging into like tic-tac-toe, like type of games.
I mean, we probably should have looked, but when you think of games at Atari, here's the thing. At Luna...
Well, they're not all announced yet. There's only some announced.
But I'm just saying, at Luna, a lot of people come in and they go, oh, man, I love Atari. They made Pac-Man. They made Galaga. They made all these things. No, everyone is Space Invaders. They all associate these things with Atari. Atari's games are Centipede and Missile Command are like two of the probably the best-known asteroids, right?
Asteroid, Centipede, Missile Command, Tempest, and Warlords honestly, are the big ones.
Other than the people on the Atari Age forums, try to name me past 20 Atari-made games within 10 minutes. Now.
Adventure?
Yep.
Yard's Revenge. What's the one with all the keys?
Haunted House.
Star Raiders.
Haunted House.
Okay,
I said Haunted House.
I'm going to go to the original ones, and I'm going to go to, like, Circus.
Let's get Centipede, Asteroids, and Missile Command in.
The original 5 in those. All right. We're gonna count. We're gonna go sheep and go like baseball and basketball. We're gonna even count those.
Do we have? Fine, we have to. Breakout and Super Breakout. So now we're at 12.
We're at 12. Okay. What's the logic one?
I don't know, but Night Driver.
Night Driver.
We'll give Night Driver one. Did we do 3D tic-tac-toe?
Oh, tic-tac-toe.
Okay.
Chess.
Checkers. It was checkers.
Was it chess?
19 versions of checkers.
Okay,
I don't think the Atari can handle chess.
Combat.
16.
Combat.
16.
Combat.
All right.
The one that was a standalone where Enduro Racer.
No. Was that one? Okay, fine. We'll just say. Sure. Fuck. Pinball. We need 2 more.
Hockey. Ice hockey.
We're just...
We're on thin ice with ice hockey.
Pele
soccer.
Pele soccer.
Real sports football. Real sports volleyball. Real sports baseball. And that's it. We covered them all.
So, anyways,
you see our point. You see our point. Now, I know you Atari nerds out there can rattle off 50 off the top of your head.
You're putting
but no one knows
on dartboards right now. I'm sorry.
We just ran through the top of my head, and we know something about video games, and we ran through ones on top of our heads.
How about that Yard's Revenge, though? Good game. All right.
Yes. So I'm sure we missed some. Now, yes, ones like Pac-Man were ported over by Atari, but they were not Atari games, so they will probably not be on this compilation. So you're digging deep. I just like the fact that it's 100, though, because I think it's really cool.
Fishing Derby. We can play Fishing Derby.
There you go. Let's cover a bit of
Wait, no, I think that might have been Activision.
Boxing.
No, I think that was Activision, too.
Okay.
Yeah, see, now we're losing.
Okay.
So
Superman? No. Okay.
What I think is...
Venture? Anyway.
E.T.
No. E.T. Okay. They don't have the rights to that. So the point is that this is going to be like multiplayer support, which I think is awesome.
Yes.
Even though these are really sort of primitive games at this point, I think it'd be cool to play a 2-player basketball with one guy throwing his arm like that out.
I think they mentioned Tempest too, so I think that
Tempest
means that they will do arcade. They will do arcade. They will do arcade.
Then it's cool because if it's arcade,
you get Gravitron.
Sure.
Yeah, you can get some other cool stuff.
Whoa! Does that mean you're gonna get like all the mid '80s like APB and 720 and games like that and Paperboy?
Look at us unfold as we talk about
this. Now you can kill us because we forgot about like Marble Madness and games like that. See? So
here's my thing though with it, and it does sound. Hi, I'm 15. It does sound pretty cool. In all honesty, all joking aside, but the games that and I say this all the time, the games that they tout when they announce this, games like Tempest, Missile Command, Centipede, these were all games that benefited from very specific controllers like trackballs and spinners.
That's true.
And it's never Breakout. These things have never worked well with traditional controllers. I'm curious because this says it supports the Steam controller. and the Steam controller is kind of like a haptic feedback controller, meaning like it's got kind of a touchpad on the side. So I'm wondering if
they'll do that for analog.
I'm wondering if that's going to make some of these games more playable. Obviously, it's not going to have the same feel, but it's probably going to be a damn better solution than using a D-pad that moves at a constant speed.
Couldn't they just put in support like Centipede use your mouse even?
Yes, they have before, but
or any, you could probably use any USB controller on Steam.
My point is the Steam controller, I feel like, might have something
already in there for analog.
I feel like the build of the Steam controller might work better for some of these games. I think it might be interesting to see. Because I can tell you, I played Centipede with a mouse, and it sucked, having to constantly reset the goddamn mouse, and then the spider eats you, and then you go fuck off and cry.
So, this is going to come out, I guess in the spring. It's going to be playable at PAX South at the end of January. So that's going to be interesting. It's only going to be on PC. And
give me APB and I'll buy it.
Hopefully they put Asteroids on it. Like, hopefully there's like a bonus.
I hope we can unlock
I will buy this. If they put Asteroids on, first of all, I'm sold if this has all the mid 80s arcade greats.
You just want tubing.
I just want tubing. I do. Can you emulate that on the keys? Actually, you only need is 4 keys. 5 keys.
You can
use
do
the keyboard.
And that one would be
you can use like
fine with the keyboard.
RTF and like CV and do it that way, and have a good time tubing down the river. All right.